Hello, Collective. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I am here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is funny, blessed, and full of abundance, as always, my sweets. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into the message. I think that Spirit wants you guys to know that there is a new pathway opening up for you. Okay, with this two of swords. I almost said two of swords, but it's the two of wands. It's a new pathway open up that you have been very decisive about, a decision that that has been weighing heavily on your mind, you've been thinking about a lot. Okay, it's been really affecting your emotions. It kind of gives me kind of, should I stay, should I go, yes or no, should I, like, what should I do? I'm just feeling confused and thinking, what should I do? And I really feel like you've been kind of anxious to quickly make a decision on this, to pull, to this yes or no or whatever it is, stay, go. And it's really been I feel like you're coming up rapidly to where you are going to go ahead and make a decision. Like the time is here, because a pathway, a new deeper understanding, a new pathway to a new deeper understanding of what's going on here is really opening up to you with this moon card, especially around your feelings around the situation. If you've been feeling kind of tossed back and forth emotionally, this could even be a person where it's kind of like a coming in and out kind of energy here with that night energy here. And I feel like things have been stagnant in this situation, and Spirit has been wanting you to kind of get a different mindset or a different perspective on this, and to really set some goals and set some boundaries in your life, between you and this anxiety, or you and this person, or you and whatever this energy, this activity, this experience that you're having that's causing this situation to happen. And they want you to really kind of like take a step back and really remember your truth, and remember who you are, and remember what your goals are, and what the remember what the direction is. I really feel like a new pathway to seeing that maybe perhaps you have been trying to take, I don't want to say the wrong course, but maybe you've been doing something and it's just not really been working out. And so you're wondering, like, why have I been I think a decision here of, why have I been trying to push this, or why have I been trying to make this work when it clearly isn't. So I should be putting my energy towards something different, right? And I feel like Spirit is really coming in here to really provide this, rejection is protection kind of energy here, where it's like, if it's not working out now, it might be best for a different time, or it might be best with a different person or under a different mindset from you. So I definitely feel like a change in that is coming through. And I really feel like, as there is going to be something like a new project, a new something that's really going to be occupying your time. And as you're pulling back from this situation, you're really going to be able to invest the proper time and energy into things that Spirit says are really going to start growing for you. So when you really kind of discern what energy, how your energy is best used, and I feel like Spirit has been trying to tell you with that kind of hangman energy, things not working, this kind of stalled energy, that there is a better way to handle this. And I definitely see, if you've been feeling kind of, I don't want to say something as strong as like purposeless, but if you're just kind of directionless, or just feeling that kind of hangman kind of stalled energy, I really feel like that's going to be shifting very rapidly, especially after you make a specific decision to walk away from a situation or to not, depending. But either way, you are going to be investing time in a kind of different take on the situation that's happening. And it's really going to be, I really feel like you're going to find yourself busy, and you're going to find, yeah, I just keep hearing booked and busy. And you're really going to be, committing down to this new path, committing to this new transformational energy here, because you want to bring an end to this kind of chaotic back and forth. What are we doing? What am I doing? What are we doing? That kind of, and you're going to be starting almost kind of like a new field of study. I want to say, possibly you could be taking a new class, or just deciding to take a different direction, perhaps maybe with a different person, or deciding to really understand a lesson that you have been been trying to show, that spirit has been trying to show you. I think you're really gonna get this, and it's especially around a relationship, around a partnership, either your partnership with yourself, with a specific energy or a job or a person, no matter what the relationship is. And I really feel like it is going to bring this peace and this harmony into your life when you do take this step back and kind of take this for really what it is, take it for the surface. And then for some of you, not take also to not take this so seriously, to not be so heavily invested into it, and to be able to take a step back. And I really feel like, yeah, you're going to have this major realization that what you were doing, the way you were thinking about it, the way that you were handling it was really actually giving you this perception that you were tied, or that your options were limited. And the truth is, it's not. All your eggs aren't just in this one basket. This isn't the only job, the only person, the only course of action. There is this opening of your mind that is going to be happening here, and this tower is going to be falling, and this kind of trapped or this kind of stalled energy is going to be leaving, and you are going to be having like a brand new beginning here with this full card. You're going to really start over, and you're also going to be packing light, because you are going to be dropping all of this kind of this mindset that you have here that's been keeping you feeling like you were trapped, right? Because the Eight of Swords is about it being in a prison of your own making. It's about a mental prison where your hands aren't really tied, or you have everything you need around you to untie yourself. You just have to see it, right? You keep yourself blind to the truth of of how you hold your own freedom, right? Um, that's also that Two of Swords energy as well, and I really feel like you're going to be coming, once you make this decision and you're taking down this new path, if you make this decision, if you take down this new path, you're going to be feeling very, I feel like you're going to be much more self-centered in a good, positive way, right? Taking that step back is going to allow you to kind of disengage from how maybe perhaps you're letting your emotions, like you're making your decisions on emotions really rapidly, or your emotions of fear are making you stop and stall from making a decision. So I really feel like you are going to be kind of pulling back from the situation, detaching from a situation, giving yourself a different perspective, and opening up your mind and opening up the possibilities here of actually getting your wish fulfillment, and really concentrating. I think you're going to be walking down a path of concentrating and asking yourself, what do I want? I feel like in the past, perhaps maybe you were a little too concerned with this external validation of, yes, it's okay for you to want that, or it's okay for you to feel that way about yourself, or it's okay for you to feel that way, or if it's okay for you to do that job, or it's okay for you to do that. And instead, you're going to be finding this kind of, no, I have everything that I need, and no, I don't have to give it. I feel like you're going to be much more discerning about who and what and how much time you give out to certain things in your life. You're going to be much more selfish with your energy and with your time, in a good, positive way. Okay. And just a little heads up for this, for some of you, there are going to be people who don't really like that. They're going to want to hang on to the old you who allowed them to use or take advantage of, or, if it was like a particular situation or a particular relationship between you and another person, I wouldn't, as you are progressing, you're going to notice that as you step back, you're going to realize that trying to progress things with this person or with this place was what was stalling things out, right? And that you're going to be understanding that you do need to kind of, maybe, how come, you'll be asking those questions like, how come when I step back, I seem to get happier? How come when I detach from this, it seems to get easier? The fog, the confusion energy seems to kind of dissipate. How come? The common denominator is that thing. I mean, you too, right? But also, because it could be about you, right? And you could find some ways that this person, this thing was or this energy, this mindset that you had yourself in was self-sabotaging yourself. And in a way, you were self-sabotaging yourself by continuing to engage with this energy, right? Oh, that felt like something was crawling down the back of my legs. Sorry. I was trying to ignore it, but I was like, nah. I don't know what it was. I can't find anything. I don't feel anything. But yeah, like I was saying, sorry, excuse me. I definitely feel like there is. Yeah, I feel like some of you also could be kind of worried about, you could be doubting your intuition in a way where your intuition might be telling you that something's wrong or something's amiss or something's not right, right? Because that's what your emotions are trying to tell you, right? Your emotions are your guidance system. As to 10:01 down on the clock when I said that, for those of you who that number sequence, like, it might be a synchronicity for some of you, right? And when you take this step back, you are going to be seeing that, oh man, it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to treat yourself this way. Things don't have to be like this. And if your emotions are telling you that this doesn't feel right or it's not right, there seems to be this underlying issue here of really needing to start trusting your gut and your intuition and your guidance that you're getting. And allowing that to not have your emotions, to allow your emotions to be your guide along with, logic, but also to, to not let your emotions have control over you, but to allow them to be your guide forward into this new cycle, into this new place where you really want to go. Yeah. And I feel like you're going to be really passionately chasing this down. And it's going to have a lot. I think you're going to have this new passionate beginning energy and really investing into yourself, pulling it back to the self. You also, unfortunately, you might be getting some kind of not so bad news, or not so bad news. Well, maybe it won't be so bad news, because in the end, it might feel like bad news, but then maybe you're kind of just like, you know what, like, I guess it's better this way. Maybe it hurts in the moment and then it's better this way, right? And then things kind of come to an end and you're allowed to walk away because you realize that you're walking away for something a little bit more committed, something much more stable, not a little bit more, much more stable, much more, for some of you, pulling back from the situation that's been causing you confusion with another person is going to allow you to see that there is other options out there. There are other people out there, perhaps, that won't leave you in the state of confusion. Right? And that's the truth, right? You're going to be finding out the truth of this situation. And it might kind of be kind of like a bittersweet where it's like, okay, now you know the truth. However, it is a little bit painful because it kind of comes off as kind of like a sting, or it kind of comes off like, oh, have I been wasting my time? Or, the truth is maybe I wasn't really, I thought I was walking down the path, but maybe I was wasting my own time. So I feel like, again, with this Four of Swords, taking the time to back off, to give yourself the room to kind of breathe and kind of chill, about this situation. Yeah, it's going to allow you to make a proper judgment call on this. And I think that you're going to be seeing that your spirit guides were already kind of making a judgment call on this situation, which is why it wasn't going anywhere to begin with. But as you step back and you get this new perspective, you are going to be given this brand new passionate beginning, like I was saying, this brand new beginning, for some of you, especially in love. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is also going to be really tied into a self-love journey as well. Yeah. So there is some emotional maturity on your part that needs to happen, emotionally maturing on your part, that's happening here right now. You're learning these big soulmate lessons. You're learning these big life lessons. Yeah. And you might really, yeah, and I was just saying, you might really understand that there is some emotional maturing that needs to happen for your person as well, if it's a person, or for the situation, just might not, if it is like a job or something, it just might not be ready. Right now might not be the time, right? So I definitely feel like I feel like there was a lot of nostalgia. This could have been a place, or a person, or a mindset that you've been investing in for a very long time, that you've had for a very long time. But I feel like you're going to understand that it was kind of just the nostalgia, or just kind of like that kind of soul tie feeling that was keeping you coming back and looping back around to the situation, and kind of clouding your judgment on some of the things. It's kind of almost like a looking at the situation with rose-colored glasses. That's what that Six of Cups is giving me, is this rose-colored glasses energy. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So something is grounding here for you, and Spirit wants you to yeah. It's this brand new path. This brand new path is grounding here for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and include it. I also think if this was a situation between you and another person as well, especially if it was like romantically, um, I just see I just see things like fizzling out. I see there being a lot of chemistry, or there being a lot of, that pull into each other, and then things like fizzling out really quickly, and then it kind of leaving you in the state of like, whoa, what just happened? Confusion, rejection, like what just happened? Um, and I feel like you feel like this person, are you? I feel like it puts both you and this person, or you and this energy, in this state of feeling like you have to hold back, or feeling like you have to uh, kind of. Yeah, it's feeling like I want to say this, but I feel like I have to hold it back. I want to express these emotions, but I feel like I have to hold it back. Either because you feel like the other person wouldn't take them very well, or you feel like the other person would reject them, or you feel like the other person, um, maybe you just feel like, well, they're acting like this, so it kind of gives me the impression that they don't care. So what's the point of even bringing it up, because they don't seem like they care anyway? It's like, would it be a waste of my time or a waste of my effort even explaining what's going on or how I feel? It's like, is it worth it? Some of you could really be wondering, like, is it even worth bringing it up, or is it worth, yeah, just walking away from this situation? Um, because it's like, it's too much drama, it's too much, or it's just, you're just not satisfied. And I feel like your intuition has been telling you, like, you might be being drawn into this, but there is something better out there. There is a new path opening up here, and you have a decision. I really feel like for some of you, this is deciding to learn this lesson and to not go back into some kind of karmic cycle here. I'm hearing karmic cycle, excuse me, of codependency. You and this person could have had some kind of codependency, or you could have been reenacting some kind of codependent wound that both of you have. So I definitely feel like that's why you felt drawn into this person, because they're, yeah. I definitely feel like you feel a really deep soul connection with this person. Um, and I feel like there's a lot of emotions and feelings for this person, and I think that's why. I feel like you've spent uh, several lifetimes with this person in the past before. Um, but there is this kind of feeling here of like, I know there is something better. I know there's a better path, and it's not because it's like there's something. It's not like, oh, this person isn't good enough. It's more like, I know there is something better for me. That doesn't mean this person isn't like good, or this person isn't a good person. It's just, I know there's a situation that's better for me, or maybe this person isn't ready. Maybe I'm not ready right now, you know. So there is something else here. And I feel like the drawing, or the concluding of like a cycle here between you and this person, or the possibility for this cycle to close, if this lesson is learned here. Yeah, and I feel like you and this person have gone on this kind of rejection cycle many times before in the past, and it's kind of this feeling here, almost here, of how many times am I going to feel rejected, or how many times I'm going to have to do this over and over and over again. It's like I'm investing so much time and energy and effort and um, yeah, just like physical energy into this, just to keep feeling rejected and keep feeling like at a distance from what I really want. Like, why I shouldn't feel this way, right? Exactly. And it's kind of this double-edged sword. I don't know if I'm using that correctly, but it's like you're gonna get cut, either, or catch 22. That's the right. So it's either way you're gonna get cut, or either way something's gonna happen. On one side, it's admit how this situation really makes you feel, and kind of fall on the sword of, yes, you invested time that you're realizing now you're just not gonna get back out of it. Or is it, you know, or is it like the sunken cost, whatever, where it's like, I've invested so much into this. Is it, again, a situation where it's like, I've invested into a situation like this again, and here I am again. I don't want to face that. I don't want to make this decision, because this decision comes with like admitting, for some of you it could be, because it's hard for me to even say this word, holy crap, right now. Oh, I feel like so hard in my heart chakra. It could feel like failure, like, oh, I have to admit there's another failed relationship or something else that I invested so much time or energy into, or that I could feel could possibly be a wish fulfillment if things were different, if I was different, if this person was making different decisions, if I was making different decisions. And this is really weighing this down, right? It's really weighing this down. It's putting a lot of that heavy weight on that heart chakra energy. A lot of you are transmuting a lot of energy out of that. Yeah, wow. Speaking of that weight, yeah, there's that 10 of Wands, that heavy, heavy weight. Woo! Oh, I gotta burn some sage. Because hopefully that'll help you guys too. And I know it'll help me continue to connect to the energy. There's a big tie here too to the throat chakra as well here. And that's that kind of why even bother to express myself, because does it even matter? Does this person even care? I feel rejected. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, spirit, that's the energy that spirit wants you to take a break from, to step back from, and to relieve yourself of that, because that's what's keeping you trapped in your mind, is that fear. That's the self-sabotage that's here. That's what's bringing forward all of this. This is like a piece of information. Spirit's like, hey, listen to this. This is the piece of information you've been asking why. Okay, this is it. This is where all this confusion energy is coming from, is because your emotions are feeling all tossed and unaligned and out of whack, because it's like, I feel rejected. And even though I feel rejected, I feel like I have to chase, or I feel like I have to try to change the situation here. Like, I'm a failure. I failed to fix this, or I failed to make this work. And I feel like that reflects on my it must reflect on my ability to love, or my ability to be loved. Oh my gosh, I didn't know this was gonna get this deep, you guys. Yeah. Spirit said, yeah, listen to this piece of information right here. Yeah. This is some exchanging it with the universe shit. Okay, that's why your feelings have been, that this is what's been kind of illusion and hiding from you. That's where this 10 of Swords energy is coming from. That's why you feel so heavily invested in this situation, because for some of you, you might be like, this is not even that deep, or this is not even that serious a relationship, or it's kind of new, or but it is giving you this feeling of perhaps like deep connection spiritually, because I feel like you are aware enough of like your energy to know that there's a deep spiritual purpose and connection with this person. But also, I know that you are also aware that that the lesson in this is that that even though you feel that connection, you're not getting what your soul is telling you you're really needing, right? And in that, you are getting what your soul really needs, right? Does that make sense? Right? Yeah. That's why you're in this soulmate cycle with this person. And that's why you feel such a deep connection with this person, because they are here. You are here learning this really deep soul cycle energy with this person. That's what this deep connection is. That's what it is. And for some of you, you might really have registered it as love, or registered it as like twin flame energy. It is soulmate energy. But I definitely feel like that's the kind of piece of information that you're here with this person. And that's where you're going to find this new passionate beginning, is allowing this idea of that to sink in, right? And spirit is going to be here telling you that they're waiting to celebrate here with you in the knowledge of you really receiving this, right? So it's like spirit here coming, bringing you this cup of knowledge, bringing you this brand new beginning, so that you can be here in this, collaborating with your spirit guides here to really receive this enlightenment. Yeah. So it's less about the person and more about the soul lesson. Yeah. But I also feel like you feel such a strong connection with this person because you and this person's higher self are so tight. Like you and this person's higher self are like best are like really like best friends. And I really feel like that it's very possible this person could be a member of your soul tribe. But not all members of our soul tribes are gonna feel like, they can, karmic people can be members of our soul tribe too, right? And karmic just means these people are teaching us something. Doesn't necessarily mean they have to teach us through pain. The pain comes in when we refuse to learn the lesson and allow it to see, allow it to be seen in the way the spirit, the spirit wants us to receive it, or that it's really the way we want to receive it. But um, the Empress, right? You're in this really beautiful, receptive energy right now, and Spirit just wants you to, like, I hear Spirit say, "Wake up." Like, Spirit really wants you to wake up now. That's why they're here blowing this trumpet. Okay, I'm hearing a train horn. Like psychically, I'm hearing one. I'm not actually hearing one. Excuse me, which I'm surprised about because I've just been hearing them all day, every day, like everywhere I go over the last couple of days. Yeah, lots of messages as I say that. Lots of messages. So, a train horn might be a spiritual sign for you, okay? If you hear like sirens or horns or things like that, most people usually attribute that to Archangel Michael, okay? Um, but the spirit might even want you to understand that when you hear this train horn, when you're getting these signs, it's signs of protection, and it's also signs of whatever you're thinking about or talking about right here, could lead to some kind of wish fulfillment here. Okay, so if some of you have been asking, like, I would keep hearing these horns, or I keep hearing these chimes or bells, or like sirens, like police sirens or ambulance sirens or something like that, like, spirit wants you to know that when especially over the next like 2 or 3 weeks, when you're hearing that sign specifically for some of you, okay, is really about the fact that pay attention to what is happening, what you're listening to, what you're thinking about, what's happening, the conversation that you're having, or whatever's happening in that moment, and pay attention, closely pay attention to what's happening, because something about this energy here, this you receiving this download, the spiritual lesson is happening at that moment. So kind of just like real time extra confirmation that spirit is there, and they're listening, and they're saying like, yeah, pay attention to what you're saying right now. Yeah. Especially if you were making decisions, especially if you were kind of feeling, and if you have really been feeling this indecisive, if you were in the middle of making a decision, spirit is trying to lead you towards your victory, okay? Towards you really feeling success in all parts of your life, honestly. So it's just about how much you develop that relationship with your spirit guides, as to, you know, because there's nothing too big or too small in your life that your spirit guides can't touch, right? Your spirit guides can't touch and can't, um, yeah. So just, if some of you are really into praying, or if you're really into lighting candles, or if you're really into journaling or writing letters or meditating, or however it is that you connect with your higher self, or with your ancestors, or with beings, or with angels, or with God, with source, whatever it is for you, right? Whatever it is for you. Don't be afraid to ask them to help you with these burdens, because they are here helping to guide you through these signs and synchronicities and things that you see around you. So pay attention. I just heard the letter R, and the color purple and the color red. The color purple could also be the movie, or it's a book too. I know it's a movie. I'm gonna leave that on the floor. Yeah. Also, for some of you, there's somebody out there that's like, there's somebody out there that's comparing their relationship to yours, or to you. This seems like a way, like, just side message. There's somebody out there that sees like you coming together with somebody as like competition, and they really want to swerve this other person Okay, this King of Cups person, this emotional person that has like these emotional feelings, they really want to swerve this person. They really want to influence this person to walk away from you or to abandon you. They're really highly affecting. So it's an energy or a person or, you know, like a fear or something. It could even be like an ancestor or a guide, maybe even like a negative guide or like a shadow energy here. Okay. It could be attached to this person or somebody. Yeah, it's like heartbreak. It's a ancestor. It's this kind of uh, an energy. It's not necessarily something that's like a guide or like a spirit. Yeah, I guess kind of. You know how people say that you can have like that people can have like the spirit of jealousy or like the kind of energy of jealousy around them or the energy of envy around them. And so for this person, it's kind of like the spirit of heartbreak or this energy um of heartbreak. And it's like the more this person or like feeds into it, the like bigger it gets. And it is kind of this energy of this person not having these proper boundaries. And it's also this person being very kind of like edgy and being kind of reckless with their mouth. This person will kind of get into this energy where they'll kind of just like randomly do things. Yeah, it's like the spirit of heartbreak or the spirit of recklessness that's kind of like clinging to this person or to somebody that they're around. Okay. It could make this person make promiscuous or like really kind of decisions where it's like, where's your mind at? Where is my mind? Yeah. Like being there. Yeah, it's like a shadow energy here. It's a lesson that this person has to learn. So that's just a little side message for you, a little side thing to you. Okay. This could be Aquarius, or this could be about this new mindset, like a new mindset. This person could need a new mindset, and this person definitely needs to do some healing. And that's definitely why there is this kind of these lessons here with this Nine of Wands. That's why these karmic lessons are his. It's a big lesson this person needs to learn. So it's something they have to have the strength to overcome themselves. Or if you are this person, you have to have the strength to overcome it yourself. Yeah. So there is going to be this revelation that happens here, okay? This shining enlightenment moment is coming here. But this is kind of an energy here where it's like this person or you, that you have to work on it, and it's oof, oof. And there is this heaviness here where it's like realizing that you have to put something to bed, right? Yeah. Ooh, that's what the shadow energy here is. Oof. There's really strong like masculine and feminine energy here as well. There could be a balance here. Um, you and this person could be finding some kind of what in the heck? Okay, it's like you and this person are coming together to find balance here between heartbreak that you both experienced in the past. Okay, a heartbreak. You and this energy, or you and this experience that's happening right now. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, it's probably going to be a person, but let it resonate as it does, or as it does for you in your life. I'm not trying to limit you on that. And I just, yeah. Woof, I feel how heavy the confusion energy is here for you. So I also feel like there is this shift here. There is this shift in fortune. There's this shift. It's like winning. It's like a small win after a lot of like losses. Energy. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like finally a win. Finally a win. And it's like accepting this piece of information that you're gonna receive is finally gonna be a win, and you're gonna be able to really have this passionate drive to really defend yourself, or defend this person will have this passionate rebirth here, okay, to really defend themselves against this Three of Swords energy here, this heartbreak energy. That it could even be depression, you know. Or some kind. I just heard some kind of chemical imbalance. Again, I'm not any kind of doctor or anything like that, but that's just what I heard. Yeah, but I think things are gonna movement, like sudden movement, is gonna happen here. Either way, it's going to cause, things are going to break loose. That's what I just keep hearing. Like, things are going to break loose. Yeah. And that's when you decide to take that step back and reinvest your energy elsewhere, that's when things are going to break loose. When you decide to change up the stagnant energy and not just kind of participate in it, staying stagnant, it's almost like they're showing me like these two objects that are like equally pushing, and then when you make the decision to kind of like step back, that's when it can just and push forward. And you're like, okay, I'm going to step back and start resisting this, and that's when the energy is just going to kind of push forward. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. And that's when this kind of celebration, you getting that cup energy that we were talking about earlier. It's just moving really, you're just gonna feeling like, wow, it's just taking a long time to ground. I feel like the energy has been here for a long time, but it's taking a long time for it to manifest. Yeah, and that's kind of made you have this feeling like it's not even here, right? Like, wow, this Three of Cups energy, getting that Three of Cups energy has kind of been having you turning your back on this kind of like partnership energy that's been here. For some of you, this is about you going through a whole new level of spiritual awakening, and about having an even deeper connection to yourself, to your higher self, to the outer realms, is what Spirit is saying. The outer realms, the galactic federation, opening up deeper star systems, or like different things like that. That whoever it is, and however it is that you're communicating with, with your angels, with your guides, with your ancestors, I feel like you're opening up like a brand new, like deep, like a very deep level here. And it's kind of almost like a level up energy. Now they're showing me kind of like if you're like playing a video game and you kind of like level up like your skills and things like that. And yeah, it's kind of like this power up boosted energy. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you are actually going to be having new spirit guides come in for you, like an opportunity for more spirit guides to come in. But there is an energy here where a kind of like devil energy here could be trying to sabotage or trying to sneak its way in. For some of you here, yeah, this kind of shadow energy here could be trying to sneak its way in. I kept seeing this devil card. It's this fear, anxiety is trying to creep its way into, to kind of like stall or hold back this enlightenment here. So just be aware of that. Yeah. Some of you might need to have some kind of like energetic cleansing or clearing. You might need to light some candles. Justice is here trying to find you. For some of you, yeah, you need to set like, this could be about breaking some kind of like energetic cord or bond or soul contract with a not so positive spiritual guide or energy, or not so positive ancestor. Okay, energy here. I just felt really weird when I said that, so that's confirmation for some of you. So you guys could even, yeah, this is about you dropping this Three of Swords energy right here. Okay. For some of you, this is, you could identify this energy as some kind of like what people might say like generational curse or generational toxic mindset. That could be what this energy is here. Okay, with this Three of Swords energy has been this kind of like heaviness that could feel very like, with that 10, right? With this 10, like generational coming around again and again and again. So there definitely could be some breaking of generational toxic contracts here. That could be why you and this person are coming together, is to kind of inspire this this kind of getting this energy, like getting this lesson from each other, by each other's actions. Yeah. So that's definitely why this is giving me this King and Queen of Pentacles energy, where it's like the two of you came together in the 3D and the physical to kind of try to help overcome this. Yeah. And now you see it was bringing up the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Now it's bringing up the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So there is just kind of like mirrored energy here with you and this person. But yeah, it's definitely this person could be a Capricorn as well, or there could be a bunch of Capricornian energy. I just felt like so like shocked when I saw that devil card. It's very powerful. It's very like, it's a big draw. It's a big karmic draw here. There really is. It's like this temptation energy. Yeah, that's what this Queen of Swords in reverse energy is here. Is you dropping away from that kind of, and letting go of that energy. Yeah. So if you, yeah, there is going to have to be this separation and this ending here. Wow. Interesting. Um, yeah, yeah. This energy is very attached to this person. Very attached to this person. To this King of Cups. They're very attached. Um, Yeah. So if you are this person, I'm not trying to get you to be like to feel too paranoid or anything like that, but there is this energy that you kind of need to, you kind of need to, for some of you out there, you or this person could feel like the energy of like death is like clinging to you or following you around or something like that. Um yeah, but you're being faced here with a possibility to, um and I'm feeling like too, like this energy right now is literally telling you to click off of this video. Like, get out of here. It's freaking you out. It's giving you like weird feelings in your stomach. You might even hear like whispers or things like that, because I was hearing that. But I'm gonna keep going because I'm gonna keep going. But anyway, so yeah, so just be aware. This energy wants to repress you from really being able to break away. So be aware of that. Um, there's no reason to feed into it and to give it power or to give it fear or anxiety or anything like that. But there is this energy here of really needing to, like, of this energy, of this karmic energy really trying to dig in and latch on and stay with you, right? Because you have been thinking and you have been feeding into this energy for so long, there's a lot of momentum behind these intrusive thoughts, behind these self-saboteur behaviors. There's a lot of ego attached to it, right? There's a lot of, for some of you, you might even feel like haunted, or you might feel cursed or something like that. But really, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to use language that makes you feel like diminished in any way or anything like that. Sorry, and I'm bouncing my leg right now. I don't think it's bouncing the table, is it? I don't think it is. I'm just processing a lot of energy right now, so I'm having to kind of disperse it by bouncing my leg. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry, but I'm trying not to hit the table. But there's a lot of energy here, and there's a lot of momentum behind this. You've put a lot of energy into the law of the law of attraction or the law of assumption around this. Some of you might want to look into that. Like, you can do that thing. It's not. You can use the law of attraction even subconsciously to keep attracting negative things into your life as well. So the more that you give that energy to that negative thing, or that negative mindset or that negative thought process, the more you think everybody around me dies or everybody around me suffers or something like that, the more you're going to manifest that into your existence. The more you're going to manifest that bad luck energy in. The more you concentrate on the fact that, so say things happen to you and you're like, well, I deserve that. I must deserve these bad things to happen to me because of things I've done in the past, or because that's karma coming back around. Well, you're going to attract even more of that into your life with that energy. And Spirit just wants you to know that. Whew. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah. So some of you are really being asked to tap into your masculine energy here right now, and to plant and to kind of like step back. Kind of take a step back and observe, so that your emotions aren't, especially your emotions of fear or grief or shame or hatred, aren't guiding you. And even if, um, you're really being asked to examine your emotions right now, to listen to them in a way of, okay, I am getting triggered by this, or okay, this is making me feel angry. Why? Why am I feeling angry? Um, I need to take a step back so that I can understand. Well, I feel like I'm not getting justice, or I feel like this is reminding me of a past time, or a past situation, or a past experience where I felt weak, or I felt taken advantage of. Or so you need to be doing things like that. Like, why did I do that? Why did I say that? And asking yourself, don't get too lost in your head with it, right? But there are some important questions here around yourself and around your thought processes, whatever, that you really need to think on more, that you need to kind of examine, that you need to kind of step back and ask, what's guiding this? Is my pain guiding this? Is my heartbreak guiding this? Is my anxiety guiding this? Is my fear? Is my shame? Is my guilt guiding this? Or is it my gut that's guiding it? Is it my higher self that's guiding me to do this? Is it, or is it my codependency? Is it my trust issues? Is it my addictions? Is it my shadow energy? What is guiding me? What exactly is guiding me? And then once you figure that out, why do you feel like it's guiding you to do that? Because that's where some of your deeper answers, some of your confusion, you could be relying way too much on other people to kind of sort out your issues or sort out your problems, when the truth is you have everything inside of you that you need to know why this is happening. You just need to step back from engaging with this person, this energy, this activity, this experience. Step back from it and kind of ask yourself, why am I enduring these negative energies, these negative feelings? Um, yeah. So less, why is this happening to me? And for some of you, less feeding into a lot less feeding into this negative, intrusive energy here. Because our fears lie to us. Our shame, our guilt, our hatred, all that lies to us. That doesn't give us on the surface. I want to say on the surface. And it can make us make quick decisions that we might need to think on some more. Yeah, there's definitely some emotional self-examination and maturity that needs to happen here, as well as self-forgiveness as well. All right. And that's why. That's why you have been in this hangman energy, because you needed to realize all of this. And this is just scratching the surface, you guys. This is just scratching the surface. There are a lot of different details. There are different people who are going to watch this. All the details are going to be different. The circumstances, the timing, all of that is going to be different for each of you, because there is enough room in the divine's plan for all of us to have a very similar but yet unique experience, thoroughly unique experience. Okay, so thank you guys very much for being here. I hope that this brought some clarity to you. If you are taking in the energy of this reading and it's making you feel more confused, step back. Okay, step back from the situation, and maybe examine or ask yourself, are you forcing something that I'm talking about to fit into your situation, even though it might not be true? So if this is not giving you clarity, it's not for you. Okay, so have the discernment to know that as well. Okay, if it's not bringing on a feeling of clarity, don't take it on. It's because it's not for you. And also, if a situation, if a person, if a relationship, if something is giving you confusion, it's not for you. Or the way that you're trying to do it is not for you. So, or the timing of how or when and where you're trying to do it is not for you. So, step back. And a lot of you pray about it or ask for guidance on it, and there is nothing, like, again, your spirit guides want to say that again, there's nothing too big, too small. There is nothing that they won't come in and help you with, but you have to be willing to not only receive the guidance in the way that they can bring it into you, but then also discern that guidance. And you're going to have to put in some work, and you're going to have to put in some self-discipline, and then you're actually going to have to follow that guidance as well, right? Yeah, because you're gonna have to put in some work to get clarity on the guidance and make sure that it's not the shadow, or it's not this fear, or it's not this anxiety or this devil energy that's leading you somewhere, okay? And that it's something deeper than that, you know? That not that that doesn't have, your shadow energy has its place and has its purpose. 100% it does. But it doesn't need to be 100% in control either. All right. Well, that's what I have for you guys. If you feel drawn to any of my other readings, please go check those out, okay? I hope you guys are having a great and peaceful time, okay? Really try to step back and give yourself the time and space that you need for this, all right? Step back out of this confusion energy and keep chasing after things that keep making your mind feel clear and focused, okay? Thank you guys so very much. If you like the content, give it a like, comment down below, and let me know if this resonated for you, and I will see you lovelies in the next one, okay? Bye.